Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Ask Sifu. I have a really great question here today. What is your best advice on how to relax and flow? Fantastic question. Before I get started, do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, 1-inch punch that bell notification, and give these videos a thumbs up if you can. Now, when it comes to, I'm going to break this into kind of two parts, even though I think he's talking about relaxing and flowing as you're doing some movements in action and how to build that up. But I also want to talk a minute about relaxing in general. It's important to be relaxed in a combat situation, which is a lot easier said than done. But if you're not relaxed, you're letting emotions take over and you're not seeing things clear enough to act and respond properly. So you need to be relaxed to help get in tune with your attacker's energy, figure out what they're going to do and how you should respond appropriately. Chi Sao really helps with that contact sensitivity, being able to interpret movement through touch. But in order to really relax in a combat situation, you have to have a lot of practice. You have to trust your Kung Fu. You really have to trust your Kung Fu. So when you've done a lot of training, you trust your Kung Fu, you're confident in your Kung Fu, your skill, you're able to really relax. Normally as a beginner, a punch is thrown and you kind of pak sao very stiff and rigid. Another punch comes, you pak sao very stiff and rigid. And then you realize, hey, I could just stick that outside step. I'm stepping off the line of force anyway. My footwork's getting me out of the way. I don't need my hand to come out so stiff and rigid. I just need it to fill space and create an angle of deflection. So when you understand how your Kung Fu works so well, and you practice in class drills, combat applications, sparring, and the more you do, the more you trust your Kung Fu, the more you're able to relax in a confrontation. So training, practice, and true understanding of your Kung Fu skills and how well they work and how well they work for you is absolutely necessary to be able to relax in a real, confrontation. Now, how do you build up flow, relax and build up flow? You do it in stages, right? So, as a beginner, you might have one tool in your toolbox, pak sao. So you start with punch comes in, you sidestep pak sao. Now you're going to build off of that. So it's starting with one thing and then going to another. When it comes to flow, I know everybody wants to just kind of go and get to all this fast Kung Fu action, and that's great. But anybody can do things fast and sloppy. You have to have good form or you're going to get hit in the face. If you're worried about the speed and you have bad form and you get hit in the face, nothing's any good. So you want to start with good form and start slow and then build up from there. So when a punch comes, you might sidestep pak sao. Let me just get up here. So if I'm here, a punch comes in, I sidestep and I start with my pak sao. I feel good with that. I relax. Punch comes in, pak sao. Now I might punch come in, cap punch. I feel good with that. So now a punch comes in, I'm going to cap punch, follow with another punch. All right, now I start building off that. Cap punch, punch. I'm a little stiff. Let me relax a little bit. I got that cap punch, punch, right? Oh, that feels good. Let me now cap punch, chain punch, follow. That feels great. Then you experiment. Let's go bong sao for say. So now I'm going to go bong sao, wu sao, deflect that punch. Bong sao, wu sao, deflect that punch. Bong sao, wu sao, lop sao, hit to the body, hit to the head, hit. And you start practicing and building off of that. And then you say, what else can I do? I can go bong sao, wu sao, lop sao, punch to the head, punch again. And then you can pick that up to bong sao, wu sao, lop sao, foot sao, punch, punch, punch. And you can start building off of that. You can go bill sao, kick. You start adding and experimenting with different hands. We actually have a flow drill that we'll do where we're going pak sao, fourth pak sao, bong sao, bill sao, lan sao, tan sao, pak sao, bong sao, bill sao, lan sao, tan sao. And it's showing you how to just flow and interchange different hand positions. And then at some point you can really just go do whatever you like and use whatever hand positions you like and start experimenting with that and do different flow. So flow is fun. Flow is great. You got to be relaxed. You got to trust your Kung Fu, understand how well it works. You got to practice, start slow, and then slowly build up from there. All right. Thank you for joining me. Great question. Please keep the questions coming. Hope to see everybody in the very near future. Have a wonderful weekend. Once again, hit that subscribe, 1-inch punch that bell, give the video a thumbs up, and I'll talk to you in the near future. Have a great day.